My name is Samuel. I am 74 years old now, and today I want to share a story that completely changed the direction of my life. When I was younger, I lived without purpose. Every morning I woke up late, ignored responsibilities, and spent my days doing meaningless things. I wandered around town, talked for hours with people who had no dreams, and wasted one day after another without thinking about the future. At that time, I believed life would always give me another chance tomorrow. But I was wrong. One rainy evening, my grandfather came to see me. He was an old man with tired eyes and rough hands from years of hard work. He sat beside me quietly while I complained about life, about boredom, about how nothing exciting ever happened to me. He listened carefully and then asked me one question. "What have you done today that your future self will thank you for?" I laughed at first because I had no answer, but he did not laugh. He slowly stood up, put on his old coat, and before leaving the house he said something I never forgot. Days disappear faster than people realize. That sentence stayed inside my mind for weeks. At first, I ignored it. I kept living the same way. But slowly, something started to bother me. Every night I felt empty. I realized I was growing older, but not growing wiser. My life had movement, but no direction. One morning, I looked at myself in the mirror and barely recognized the person standing there. That day, I decided to change. Not with a huge plan, not with big promises, just one small step. The next morning, I woke up before sunrise for the first time in years. The streets were silent. The air felt cold and fresh. For the first time, I noticed how peaceful mornings could be. I bought a cheap notebook from a small shop near my house. On the first page, I wrote 3 simple goals. Learn something every day, use time carefully, become someone useful. That notebook became my new beginning. At first, progress was slow. I read only a few pages a day because my mind lost focus easily. I tried learning skills from old library books. Sometimes I became frustrated and wanted to stop. But every time I felt weak, I remembered my grandfather's voice. Days disappear faster than people realize. So I continued. Weeks became months. Slowly my habits changed. I stopped wasting hours on meaningless entertainment. I spent less time complaining and more time learning. Instead of sitting around doing nothing, I started helping an old mechanic in town repair broken bicycles and tools. The work was difficult. My hands became dirty and sore. But for the first time in my life, I felt useful. The mechanic taught me more than repair work. He taught me discipline. He showed me that even small tasks deserve full attention. Watching him work carefully every day changed the way I thought about effort. I realized successful people are not always the smartest people. Often, they are simply the most consistent. That lesson changed everything for me. Years passed. I continued learning little by little. I improved my reading, my communication, and my confidence. I met people who inspired me. I stayed away from those who wasted their lives chasing comfort without purpose. Some people laughed at my new lifestyle. They said I was too serious, too focused, too different. But I no longer cared, because I finally understood something important. Your future is built by the things you do repeatedly every single day. Not by luck, not by excuses, not by dreams alone. One winter afternoon, my grandfather visited me again. By then, my small room looked different. Books filled the shelves. My notebook had become a collection of years of ideas, goals, and lessons. He picked up one notebook and slowly turned the pages. Then he smiled. It was a quiet smile, but it meant everything to me. He said, "Now your days have meaning." Those words touched my heart deeply. Today I am an old man myself. I am not famous. I am not wealthy. But I wake up every morning with peace inside me, because I know I did not waste my life sleeping through my potential. I learned that real happiness does not come from comfort. It comes from growth, from purpose, from becoming better little by little. So now I want to ask you something. What are you doing with your days? Are you building your future, or are you slowly throwing your time away? You do not need to change your entire life overnight. You only need one decision, one small habit, one honest step forward. Maybe today you read one page. Maybe tomorrow you learn one new skill. Maybe next week you help one person. Small actions may look weak in the beginning, but over time they create powerful results. Please remember this. Time is silent. It never warns you before it disappears. One day you will look back at your life and realize that the little daily choices shaped everything. So do not wait for motivation. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Start before you feel ready. And whenever you feel lost, remember the words that changed my life forever. Days disappear faster than people realize.